We are truly honored to have distinguished experts and leaders with us today. May I please request all the dignitaries to come on the dais to grace the occasion. To mark the beginning of this inspiring event, we will now felicitate our respected dignitaries with floral bouquets as a token of our appreciation and respect. I request the organizing team to kindly present the bouquet for our esteemed guests. Uh, we have with us Dr. Usha Rao, who is the Deputy Controller of Patent and Design at Office of Controller General of Patents, Designs and Trademark, Government of India, who is joining us virtually. A very warm welcome to ma'am. We have with us Ms. Satri Devi Bugaro, ma'am. She is the Vice President at Expert Auxilium LLP and Veterinary. May I request Dr. Narottam Sahu to facilitate ma'am with floral. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now, next we have Dr. Reena Bhani, ma'am, who is the Director and Scientific Officer at Agri Research Private Limited. I request Poona Bhargav, ma'am, to kindly felicitate ma'am with bouquet. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. We are honored to have Dr. Narottam Sahu, sir, advisor, Gujarat Council on Science and Technology, Department of Science and Technology, Government of Gujarat. May I request Dr. Vivekanand Patel, sir, to felicitate her with bouquet. We are honored to have Dr. Poona Bhargava, Principal Scientific Officer, Gujarat Council on Science and Technology, Department of Science and Technology, Government of Gujarat. May I request Dr. Vivekanand Patel to present floral welcome to ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. We are also honored to have our own beloved principal, Dr. Vivekanand Patel, sir. He is a principal at Sharda School of Pharmacy. I request Dr. Khushbu Waghela, ma'am, to present the floral bouquet. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. May I now kindly request all our dignitaries to step down from the dais and take their seats as we move forward with the next segment of program. Today, as we celebrate International Women's Day, we honor the strength, dedication, and achievements of women, especially those contributing to science, technology, and innovation. To begin our program, let us take a short glimpse on our today's theme, She Inspires Women and IP, session through a brief video that celebrates the spirit and inspiring contributions of women and girls in science. I request the IT team to kindly play the video. Thank you, Mr. Devansh, for this wonderful glimpse, and thank you to the IT team for their support. Moving forward, to give the opening remarks, we are privileged to have Dr. Narottam Sahu Sir, Advisor, GUJCOST, a distinguished scientist and a science educator dedicated to community science outreach. Dr. Sahu has been the forefront of several initiatives aimed at advancing scientific knowledge and innovative excellence in our state. With a huge round of applause, we welcome you, sir, on stage for the opening remarks.
Good afternoon to everybody. On behalf of GUJCOST, Gujarat Department of Science and Technology, Government of Gujarat, and this beautiful program, we'd like to congratulate all of the students and participants, those who are participating here in the physical format, and those who are also attending this program through our live streaming. Today's program has a very unique feature because it is integrated with our theme of International Women's Day. I think this morning when I was just coming to this office, this campus, this program, I was wondering that we have started this program with the Youth Day. So that day we have integrated with the thousands of youth and our young minds. So this day, as a what is celebrating the women power, how we have to design some of the programs and activities that get the inspirations of our girls and women. As we are a institution, as a policy maker, as the government, everybody is thinking that how to bring the equality among all the inclusiveness, and also the bridging the gap between that genders and all these inequalities that prevailing in our societies. So in order to that things, and with the help of science and technology, it is our duty that how best we can bring that type of technology to that type of empowerment, so that all our inclusiveness will be there. We thank to Dr. Nilkant Patel sir, Director and Principal of this campus, Sarada College of Pharmacy, the coordinator Puspa ma'am, and the entire team for hosting this program on this auspicious day. Organizing the program in such a scale, it's very difficult. It's such a challenging task that we understand, and that too in a holiday, it is bringing another challenges. So thank to all of you, sir, and all the team. So you have designed this program beautifully, and you have really integrated the spirit that she inspired. Okay, so being a holiday and it's a very difficult task for our ladies and women, those who are also housewives and the working persons and these things. So it's very difficult to get that challenges, but your commitment and your presence and your attendance So that confirms that leadership quality you have, the courage, the curiosity, that commitment that you have. That shows that you can take this mission to next height. So on behalf of GUJCOST, I would like to convey my best regards and a compliment to all of you. And I really salute to your spirits for this mission. Today's the program we have Dr. D. Usha Rao, the Deputy Controller of Patent Design at the Office of the Controller General of Patent Design Trademark, Government of India. Dr. Satya Sridevi Ma'am, who is also Vice President of Expert Conciliation, that IP professional. And we have a very inspiring startup leader, innovator Dr. Reena Gokhani, who is from Ahmedabad, and she became the role model for all the thousands of young students, particularly the girls and women who are here. And with their inspiration talk and their discussion, you can find a flavor of their journey, their commitment, their challenge, their that struggle they have come through this type of things. And this program has added wings by the CGPDTM, Controller General of Patent Design Trademark Registry, Government of India, Dr. Unnat Pandit, who has so keen for this type of awareness and outreach. So sir has given that, not only given that collaboration of Indian Patent Office and the NIPAM mission, but sir has make a point that every student who ever joined this program, both hybrid way, matlab in physical format as well as the online mode, live streaming. So every student have to get a certificate signed by the Indian Patent Office, Controller General of Patent Design and Trademark, with the signature of Dr. Unnat Pandit. And the certificate is just like looks like a patent certificate. The participants who have received, I just saw their certificate. The so exciting certificate. Everybody has to love to have that certificate in a framed manner. In fact, our collaboration is like that way. We have some 50 plus IP cells in different university departments. The university coordinators, that IP cell coordinator, that he or she is also to receive this certificate. The organization is also receive the certificate, and those participants, those in a physical or online mode, they are receiving the certificate. So in that way, suppose if you are collecting all these certified, our participant, teachers, faculties, or general enthusiasts. So at the end of the day, we can see that we have some 1+ student, teachers, faculties, researcher, or startup, those who have got this type of a training or this type of interaction orientations, and they have got some sort of things. So we can have a grand program at the end of the year when we have completed this 12-month series. So once again, on this International Women's Day and this Let's Talk IP, let that be our talking point. So that would be the inspirations from our the mentors, the power that who is going to lead the society for the Viksit Bharat, Viksit Gujarat, and to be the role model for all others to follow. So with these words, I once again thanks to Dr. Nilkant Patel sir, the entire team, the campus, and my colleagues at GUJCOST PIC team for their effort and their coordination for making this program happen. My sincere thanks also to the Controller General of Patent Design Office, all our speakers giving time for this program and sharing their thoughts and ideas to others to motivate. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the wonderful, inspiring words. We now move to our special address, It is my honor to welcome Dr. T. Usha Rao, Deputy Controller of Patents and Designs at the Office of Controller General of Patents, Design and Trademarks, Government of India. Dr. Rao has been instrumental in strengthening India's intellectual property landscape and guiding innovators to protect their invention. Her leadership also reflects the rising impact of women shaping the future of IP in our country. Her work is a shining example of that powerful voice, one that continues to inspire innovators across India. Ladies and gentlemen, let us give a big round of applause to welcome Dr. T. Usha Rao for her special address.
And I and every participant is gathering. It is actually very nice because I was associated with GUJCOST during 23-24 when we conducted a NIPAM program, idea awareness program for the stakeholders of GUJCOST, and it was so overwhelming to see that approximately 2 lakh participants had joined on a single platform, on a single day. And I am also very happy that to tell you that during that period, Professor Unnati Pandit, who is the Controller General of Patents, Designs and Trademark, was so happy with the response that he addressed the students twice, once in English Hindi and the second time in Gujarati. So that was such a fantastic response that this office had got from GUJCOST. I would also like to tell you that during that 2 lakh participants, approximately 60% of the population was females. And as a woman, I am so very happy to see this transition because जब मैं ज्वाइन की थी 2003 में पेटेंट ऑफिस इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी ऑफिस तब हमारा परसेंटेज बहुत कम था हम लोग सिर्फ करीब 80 ऑफिसर्स थे ऑल ओवर इंडिया और उसमें से भी हम लोग सिर्फ 20 ऑफिसर्स थे जो लेडीज थे पर आज के डेट में धीरे धीरे हमारा जो परसेंटेज है वो बढ़ गया है और हम लोग अब अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 49-50% है तो मेरा ये पॉइंट है कि जो 50% पॉपुलेशन को रिप्रेजेंट करता है वो बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है और स्पेशली वुमेन इसलिए क्योंकि आप देखिए हम लोग बचपन से बहुत ही क्रिएटिव होते हैं हम बचपन से ही हम लोग इतना अपना छोटी छोटी चीज़ों में अपना ब्रेन लगाते हैं दिमाग लगाते हैं जैसे मेरी अभी नीस है छोटी सी नीस तो वो छोटी सी बच्ची है बट वो सब चीज़ उसको मैचिंग चाहिए उसको पता है कि पिंक कलर का ड्रेस है तो पिंक कलर के पैंट रहेंगे उसकी हेयर में पिंक कलर की चूड़ी पहनेगी पिंक कलर का नेल पॉलिश रहेगा तो बच्चे छुटपन से ही हम लोग बहुत क्रिएटिव हैं और ये चीज़ हम अपने आप में ये बाय डिफॉल्ट है भगवान ने हमें ऐसे ही बनाया है और क्रिएटिविटी इतना इम्पोर्टेंट है इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी में आप समझिए कि हमारे जितने मूवीज हैं हमारा जितना म्यूजिक इंडस्ट्री है हमारा जितना सॉन्ग्स है वो सब एक क्रिएटिव इंडस्ट्री है और पहले अगर आप देखेंगे तो इतने बड़े बड़े राइटर्स इतने बड़े बड़े डायरेक्टर्स प्रोड्यूसर्स बने हैं जो लेडीज हैं जो वुमेन हैं तो क्रिएटिविटी बहुत हमारे में पहले से ही बनी हुई है अगर आप इनोवेशन की बात करो तो तो इनोवेशन में अगर आप देखें तो छोटी छोटी बातें, जैसे जब हम खाना बनाते हैं तो हर लेडी अपने हिसाब से किस तरीके से वो अपना काम जल्दी हो, इसलिए वो छोटी छोटी इनोवेशन करती है घर में। हो सकता है कि ये इनोवेशन एक पेटेंट फाइल करने के लायक नहीं है, लेकिन ये एक प्रॉब्लम सोल्यूशन अप्रोच है। और ये चीज छोटी छोटी चीजें ही एक वुमेन की जो इनहेरेंट क्वालिटी होती है, वुमेन जो एक वुमेन जो बनी हुई है उसकी इनहेरेंट क्वालिटी में वो चीज प्रेजेंट है। और मैं उस हर वुमेन को सलाम करती हूँ, सहयोग करती हूँ, उनकी क्रिएटिविटी, उनकी इनोवेशन को रियली बहुत बहुत बड़ी बात है कि इतने चैलेंजेस, इतने स्ट्रगल्स, इतने कभी कभी बहुत नेगेटिव्स होने के बावजूद every woman wants to excel, every woman wants to show her inherent capabilities, her inherent potentials, and that is what is very important. And there are so many different initiatives that the government of India is taking, has been doing for women empowerment, for women, to see that women do not lag behind. जैसे एक किरण IPF किरण करके टाइपैड वालों का ये एक प्रोग्राम है जिसमें women 100 women को लिया जाता है, साइंटिस्ट होते हैं वो, और उनको इन जगह पेटेंट ट्रेनिंग दिया जाता है ताकि वो पेटेंट एजेंट्स बने, ताकि वो एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप की तरफ जा सकते हैं। और ये लोग वो साइंटिस्ट भी हैं जिनका ब्रेक हुआ है, लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल जिनकी शादी हुई है या जिनका बेबी हुआ है, मैटरनिटी ऑफ लिया है, तो ये साइंटिस्ट को भी एनकरेज किया जाता है। वैसे ही इतने सारे अलग अलग एग्जाम्पल्स कोट कर सकते हैं जहाँ पे विमेन को प्रोत्साहित कर रहे हैं कि वो एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप की तरफ जाएं। जरूरी नहीं है कि आप 9 to 5 जॉब ही करें। अगर आप में कोई भी ऐसा कैपेबिलिटी है, जैसे आप अच्छा गाना लिखते हैं या अच्छा गाना गाते हैं, तो आप देखिए आजकल कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स में आप देखिए कि कितने सारे गर्ल्स हैं जो बहुत अच्छे कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स हैं। तो आज का जो टेक्नोलॉजिकल एज है उसमें बहुत सारा ऐसा अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं, ऐसे प्लेटफॉर्म्स हैं जहाँ पे ये सारे फैसिलिटीज अवेलेबल हैं। आप घर में आराम से बैठ के आप वर्क फ्रॉम होम से बहुत सारे आजकल वर्क प्रोफाइल्स ऐसे जनरेट हो रहे हैं कि आप घर पे बैठ के आप काम कर सकते हैं। सो आप यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दैट every woman has the potential to excel, and हमें भगवान ने बनाया ही ऐसा है कि हम जो भी काम करते हैं हम वो परफेक्ट करने की कोशिश करते हैं। तो ये चीज़ हम अपने निजी जिंदगी में अगर प्रॉपरली ले आए तो बहुत अपॉर्चुनिटीज अवेलेबल हैं। और इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी फील्ड में ही बहुत सारा है। जरूरी नहीं है कि आप पेटेंट ऑफिस में आके काम करें या सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट में कहीं काम करें, बट ये भी इम्पोर्टेंट है कि जब आप कुछ भी काम करें वो आप ये सोच के चलें कि आप किसी और का जो राइट है उसको आप हैम्पर ना करें। लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर आप कोई गाना बना रहे हो तो गाने का एकदम कॉपी नहीं होना चाहिए। कोई बुक लिख रहे हो तो कोई आइडिया कॉपी नहीं होनी चाहिए। जो भी है आप में वो क्षमता है, आप में वो कैपेबिलिटी है कि आप उसे अपने आप में ही बना सकते हैं। आपके पास वो ब्रेन है, आपके पास वो हुनर है, आपके पास वो स्किल है। तो always remember that you should never copy anyone, because what is more important that you remember that this is something where everything, अभी अगर हम देखें तो आप लोग फार्मेसी के स्टूडेंट्स हैं और आप लोग इतना सारा काम कर रहे होंगे, जैसे छोटे छोटे आप प्रोजेक्ट्स करते होंगे या तो आपको छोटा सा एक प्रोजेक्ट दिया जाता है, तो आप लोगों को थोड़ा सा ऐसा काम करना चाहिए, ऐसा रिसर्च करना चाहिए जो पहले हुआ नहीं है ना। अगर पहले हुआ तो फिर क्या हुआ, आप उसी चीज़ को वापस रिपीट कर रहे हैं, क्या हो रहा है, आप अपना टाइम वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, आप अपने यूनिवर्सिटी, अपने इंस्टीट्यूट, अपने कॉलेज का टाइम वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, अपने कॉलेज का पैसा वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि एक ही चीज बार बार करने से कोई फायदा नहीं। तो आप लोगों को ये सोचना चाहिए कि आप उस फील्ड में हैं जहाँ पे इतने सारे प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, है ना, जैसे इतनी सारी छोटी छोटी, जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल मलेरिया, है ना, मलेरिया बहुत फैलता है ड्यूरिंग द समर, ड्यूरिंग द रेनी सीजन। तो आप अगर कुछ ऐसे निकाल सकते हैं, कोई मेडिसिन निकाल सकते हैं जो मलेरिया को एकदम से ठीक कर दिया, जैसे डेंगू, डेंगू तो मलेरिया से भी ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम करता है। तो यू हैव टू लुक एट द प्रॉब्लम एंड सॉल्यूशन approach. If there is a problem, you can search for a solution. And if because you have the technological skill, ना आप लोग साइंस बैकग्राउंड के हो और आप साइंस से बहुत कुछ टेक्नोलॉजी अचीव कर सकते हो, तो आप लोगों को उस हिसाब से सोचना चाहिए कि कैसे आप ये कर सकते हो कि प्रॉब्लम क्या प्रॉब्लम है जो आपके आसपास है, जो बहुत आप लोगों को बहुत तंग कर रहा है, इस प्रॉब्लम का क्या सॉल्यूशन है, उस सॉल्यूशन को आप ढूंढिए। अगर वो सॉल्यूशन एक प्रोडक्ट में कन्वर्ट हो सकता है तो आप उसको पेटेंट कर सकते हैं। अगर वो प्रोडक्ट में नहीं कन्वर्ट होगा तो भी आप प्रोसेस ऑफ मेकिंग दैट प्रोडक्ट भी आप पेटेंट कर सकते हैं। उसके बाद अगर वो भी नहीं हो रहा है तो फिर आप कुछ अगर प्रोडक्ट बना रहे हो तो उसका आप डिजाइन भी दे सकते हो, डिजाइन रजिस्ट्रेशन भी कर सकते हो। तो देयर आर मल्टीपल ways of protecting your intellectual property, and we are always there with you. I am sure Dr. Malcolm and Ms. Patel will be helpful in helping you to monetize your intellectual property, because that is what is more important. What is more important is आप जो काम कर रहे हो वो सिर्फ पेपर पे that should be converted into a product so that that product is useful to the society and to the consumers. That is where the whole thing comes out to you. Developed countries में क्या होता है? Developed countries में focused research करते हैं कि भाई ये प्रॉब्लम है, ये प्रॉब्लम का हमें सोल्यूशन, और वो सोल्यूशन को ढूंढ के उसका वो प्रोडक्ट निकालते हैं, उसको पेटेंट करते हैं। तो हम लोग भी वही ट्राई करना चाहिए, और मैं आप लोगों के साथ हूँ। आपको कभी भी कोई भी मदद चाहिए, पेटेंट ऑफिस में, ट्रेडमार्क ऑफिस में, कॉपीराइट ऑफिस में, कहीं में भी, मैं आई विल ऑलवेज डू माय बेस्ट टू सॉर्ट योर इश्यूज एंड हेल्प यू। सो इफ देयर इज एनीथिंग, any queries or anything, I am always there, and Ms. Patel has my number, Dr. Malcolm also has my number, and you can always contact me. Okay? I wish all of you are today a very happy Women's Day, and I hope that we will all work together for a very, very big Bharat that game is envisaging, and I hope that we will all contribute in a very positive way. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your inspiring words. We now will begin our session on the themes She Inspires Women and IP. I'm delighted to introduce Ms. Sridevi Garu. She is a Vice President at Lexford Australia LLP and a registered patent agent with expertise in patents across India, US, and Europe. She holds a master's degree in aerospace engineering from Georgia Institute of Technology and degrees in mechanical engineering from Andhra University. Her career includes GE Aviation and supporting innovators as Scientist C at Gujarat Council on Science and Technology. A seasoned expert in innovation management and IP strategy, she inspires researchers, entrepreneurs, and students alike. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Ms. Satya Sridevi Garu.
Thank you very much for the introduction. And Sunday afternoon with cricket match, I didn't expect this much crowd, and that too very elegant and very dynamic crowd here. Thank you very much for being here. So, yeah. Again, Sharada Institute of Technology, Sharada Institute of Pharmacy. Sharada, the word itself is the representation of the knowledge and the following of that, the IP and etc. etc. Yeah. Before starting, I just want to do a small poem, which I make my kids do every day. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsthita Namastasmai 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 Namo Namaha. You can add Vidya, Buddhi, everything in that stanzas. And if you look at Shakti, Vidya, Buddhi, again, all are women. We bow to that which is inspiring us, which is giving us that Shakti, which is giving us that Buddhi in each and every individual, not just the women, even in the men, right? The head of the Department of Finance, Lakshmi Devi, head of Department of Vidya Vedas, Saraswati Devi, all are women without which nobody can move and do anything, right? So today's theme under Let's Talk IP series, She Inspires Women and IP. There are two themes actually. She inspires women and IP, both. Okay, I am touch basing on both, right? Thank you for hosting me. Yeah. Next slide, please. So as Madam said, global population as of today is about 8.3 billion. Roughly 50-50 ratio of women and men. Should be 50-50, whatever be the reason. Some places it is high, some places it is low. And you can understand without considering the 50%, which constitutes women power, you cannot have a society which is built equally for both, or which is built genuinely for both, right? So this slide, this whole thing, like the women constitute 50%, and we should also participate in every activity equally with the men. Next slide, please. So women and IP, there is a study by WIPO considering the years 1999 and 2020, only considering the PCT, international applications. Between that period, 13% of the innovators are women, and 23% of the applications have women as IP, named as inventor in those applications, right? So you can see when the ratio is 50-50, we are nowhere close to 50 in any of these, either in the applications or the inventors. So their study is like we are 40 years behind the men. I would not consider how much behind, but there are actions that are taken to, please next slide, to close this gap, right? So mentorship, institutional policies, initiatives, providing innovation ecosystems where you encourage women. For example, SSIP, iHub has She Inspires or We Start program, where, okay, yeah, it's not audible. So which one should I use? This one, this, both? This one, okay, yeah. So We Start program has both women, it encourages women entrepreneurs, startups, particularly from women. So those are providing innovation ecosystems, encouraging women programs, awareness, and then capacity building, where Madam said, previous Madam, there's a Women Scientist C program, which I'm to say very proudly that I'm part of it. Similarly, there is Women Scientist A and B. Those who have whatever the gaps in their career can enroll and advance their careers using that, and very helpful. So that's capacity building. You're bringing those people into the workforce. So this is at the policy level, providing infrastructure, providing enough programs, awareness that these programs are there. This is how you close the gap between men and women to bring more into the workforce. Yes. WIPO did exactly that. Once they did the study, they are trying to close the gap, providing special platforms only for women to showcase their startups from each country, and providing different policies, putting their action plan in terms of how many, separately, how many women are enrolling, how many women startups are getting, and then providing it to the member states, because WIPO operates with 158 countries as of today. So if they take any decision, it can be easily passed on to many countries with them. So again, similar, how you close with all policies and all WIPO is doing at that level. Similarly, when you come down to IPO, Indian Patent Office, they are also doing that. Okay, what WIPO is doing at the patent office, their patent office, which is PCT WIPO, we are doing at our patent office. Okay, we have, next slide. We have special considerations if there is a woman as an innovator, right? So you can opt for expedited examination, reduction in the filing fees, okay, and of course there are other support infrastructure at the patent office. I'm not touch basing on IP at all. It is just how different institutes are trying to bring women into the workforce and providing infrastructure and providing these platforms so that you can utilize them to come into the picture. Right? Next. So this is all about IP. I will not touch anything about IP, okay? Because this is a third series and I saw 1 and 2 is already covering different types of IP, how you can register, how you can get benefit, how you can commercialize, etc., etc. Now, please go back. Now, when I'm doing any presentation, for that matter, any writing, always star mark caution, who gets the credit, where are the attributions? Okay, I can't take the attributions for myself. Everything yesterday, when I have to do this presentation, 7 women popped into my mind. Okay, I have to talk about these people. Okay, then I did the Google search, I looked about them, and then put these things together. So none of the images or quotations are mine. Okay. Yeah. So she inspires. I just want to talk about few inspiring personalities. Yes. Stop it. Yeah. You all know Madam President of India. Very inspiring figure. Okay. And her quotation: if women are empowered, there is more development in the society. Women lead with empathy and care, and they would give new dimension to the development journey of the country, right? So I highlighted few words purposefully: empowered, with care, with empathy and care. There are certain dimensions only women can bring into the system, right? So it's natural for them. That's what it is. She is the 15th President of India, first tribal President of India, and as you all know, struggled through the childhood with education, never gave up, very resilient, lost her family members, including sons. How painful it must be. Still, she continued from teacher to a leadership role of the country, right? So, very hats off to the Madam President, right? Stop there. Who is she? Nirmala Sitaraman, right? Yeah. When I got this picture few years back when she is serving as a defense minister. It's so inspiring. See, she is the only lady. I see her posture. How proud it is. Every time I see it, just gives me goosebumps. And you can't just sit there without having actual content and without giving actual inputs. See how powerful that picture itself is, right? So we lead, we stand very strong. Next. Yeah. When you have conviction, stand by it. That's your strength, right? Conviction and strength. Everybody will have opinions. With your children, you say, don't do that. That is not right. That has to flow down to your organizations as well, with your peers as well, with your supporters as well and non-supporters as well. when you have conviction, what is right and what is wrong, when you have a strong opinion, stick to it. Okay, it is your strength. Okay, so yeah, again, next. Kiran Bedi ma'am, first IPS officer, right? We cannot ignore these people ever in life. They always come to mind. Yes, please. Once you stop fearing fear, you'll have a sense of freedom in all that you do. Try it out. When something is very fearful, go stand there, do it, and you will get that power to do it and lead it, right? And one of the stories that inspires is when she towed the car of President, then President, Miss Indira Gandhi, Prime Minister, sorry, yeah, right? So everybody is equal in front of law. There is no reservations there. She stood by it, and she's a very inspiring figure who brought very much prison reforms, even international prisons and forums follow her principles that they do. So when she was sent to Tihar, she had to face a lot of struggles for that action, but she stood by it. Okay, when she was put to Tihar jail as the head of that, you know what she did when she was there? And all men, of course, there, right? She made them pray, do the meditation. That's how a woman deals with situations. You know, you calm them down, you make them think, reflect, and see what is that they are, right? So that's what she did, and she brought compassion and the prison reforms, which are very much followed worldwide. Yes, please. Yes. Who is she? You may not know the name, but have you seen her?
Yes.
Yeah. She's Sheetal Devi, right? Para archer. No hands by birth. Okay. She was interested in sports, got trained. Built that, made the bow and arrow built for her situation, and then she hits targets like anything. We with both hands cannot do even after training. Okay, so perfect, 100% target, right? I believe that no one has any limitations. It's just about wanting something enough and working as hard as you can. She said it, if I can do it, you all can do it. But we know we cannot do it. At least the bow and arrow did, right? Limitlessness, no, there's no limitations. With her situation, she's saying that. And how should we all feel, right? We are all very much able, and we should feel, we should have no limitations. Go there and know that what you want, feel for it, and please work hard as much as you can, right? Yes. Padmashri awardee. No her? Difficult name. Salumarga Timaka from Karnataka. Okay. She got married long back, no kids. That times were hard, so she relied on planting trees and nurturing the nature as if they were her kids, right? And that now takes care of so many people on that particular highway. A single sapling, when nurtured with love, can become a forest that nurtures generations. It is true with kids, it is true with any human being, it is true with trees, right? You start with one, you can build a forest. You start with one invention, you can build many, right?
Yes.
Now the next tree is little bit related to IP, innovation, right? So Biocon, Kiran Majumdar Shah ma'am, okay? She did her studies in brewing. Nobody offered her job or rejected. Then she started her own firm, right? Biocon. Now she inspires almost all science students in India and abroad as well. Entrepreneurship is about being able to face failure, manage failure, and succeed after failing, right? So you fail many times, many times, many times. Whoever scientists do that, that's what they say. I failed. I did not fail 10,000 times, but I learned how things don't work that 10,000 times. I know how 10,001 time it will work. It's the same. Rise after falling, right? Yeah. Madam Agniputri, Dr. Tessie Thomas, head of DRDO. I like this quote very much. Gender does not matter. As you work as scientists, when you work as a scientist, not as a woman, it really doesn't matter, particularly until you get the opportunity, you have a hurdle, possibly, right? After that, when you are working, work is important, not who is working on it. And it does not differentiate between man and woman, okay? Yes, people do face discrimination, but of course you have to rise above it, right? Yeah. You saw all women in India, from India, and this is the only women I put from UK, okay? British author, for a purpose. She started from utter poverty, right? And her only idea is on Harry Potter, writing the book series. And now with that IP, rights creation, copyright and theme parks, etc., all the merchandise around that, she is the billionaire. It's the power of IP, okay? From zero, from one room where her mother was sick, and writing one corner in the table. Today she can afford a hotel full rest and then sit and write whatever she feels like, okay? So imagination is not only the uniquely human capacity to envision that which is not, and therefore the form of all invention and innovation. So touch base upon IP, imagination is what lands you in some ideas. Okay, something is there, not working, so how do I do it? Oh, this can work. Like madam said, women in kitchen, in household items, make everything work for everybody. Kids, husbands, everywhere, right? Small inventions, innovations, they are very powerful. Okay? Yeah. So, she inspires, she creates, she leads, she conquers. Okay? And go on, not just inspiration, there is a huge chain after that. So please remember, be strong, all these words, have conviction, be brave, remember you are limitless, right? When women are involved, as I told, there are certain qualities, care, nurture, inclusive, these are the things that happen in organizations, okay? Yeah. So, next slide please. So this is two more slides, this is last but one slide. I put this because I was looking to put many women which I couldn't cover. I just wanted like bits of all the people who are very well known. I just picked 8 women because it's 8 March. No other logic. Okay, 8 women for 8 March. Okay. And then I got an idea after seeing this poster. I can make poster. I was presenting in this format. What is the word? And what is the quotation? And who is she? Or that woman's background. Then I thought, oh, this is a nice commercial idea. I can start business in this. But then my IP qualifications made me think, can I do it? Photo is not mine, quotation is not mine, right? Nothing is mine except putting it together. So then I have to think, how many permissions do I need to seek for each poster? You cannot just put it out there and make money, particularly if you are interested in money, right? For educational purposes, there is an exception. All over. For education, you don't have to fear. So I can happily use anything, just give credit. right? So these are the words. Please feel that. Do it in your everyday activities. Be fearless, be brave, be strong, take decisions. Okay? Don't walk down on small things. Get up every time when you fail, and you will be there one day. Yes? Yes. So different sections she inspires by leadership, by visibility, by creating, right? By ecosystem building. Somewhere somebody like Madam, she built an ecosystem for many women to come into their society and come into their business, right? So in many other ways, from morning when you get up until you reach the college, until you do your job and go back, you always think one person. There is always one person. You may be leading, but when you get into trouble, there will be a phone call that goes back, right? Who supports you back at home. You always try to put yourself before, maybe you can switch off the fans. But there is one person who puts you first before her. And she is everybody's inspiration. Please. Yeah, go on. Next. Your mother, right? For everybody, when something goes wrong, the first phone call goes to mother. She motivates you when you are down. She tries to pick you up. Any problem she can solve, right? And she will listen, supports, nurtures, very compassionate. That's true with everybody's mother. That's where your freedom and creativity starts, right? The first greatest woman in the world is your mother, right? Yeah. She inspires to be your best. Right? Going back to our legacy, Bharat, ancient Bharat, medieval Bharat, if you look at the people, Gargi, Maitreyi, Rani Rudramadevi. When I was doing my presentation, my son comes and said, put Rani Rudramadevi, right? Because he has a chapter and he knows you should put Rani Rudramadevi. I said, I'll put it like this for now. I want to show more contemporary people so that you know I can connect IP and all. But Rani Rudramadevi, Ahilyabai Holkar, yeah? Rani Ambaka, Mirabai, Akka Mahadevi, and poets, debaters, knowledge holders, right? Innovators, warriors. War zone is the last thing people put women for, but we are there before. Right? Somewhere in the middle we went back. Now we are picking up again. So there is no stopping of Bharat. Right? Yeah. So now, after seeing all this, tomorrow it's your turn, or from today it's your turn, then you inspire people around you. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. That was indeed enlightening and inspirational. I would now like to invite Dr. Sahu sir to present a memento as a token of appreciation and respect to Ms. Satya Sri Devi Bogaru, ma'am. From the timeless wisdom of Vedas to the cutting-edge laboratories of modern science, women has always been at the forefront of knowledge, innovation, and process. Continuing with this inspiring theme, we now move on to our next expert session. It is my honor to introduce Dr. Reena Gokani ma'am, Director and Chief Scientific Officer at Acuprec Research Laboratories Private Limited. Dr. Gokani is not only an accomplished scientist but also a visionary entrepreneur whose work has significantly advanced pharmaceutical research and innovation. Women scientists like Dr. Gokani continue to push the boundaries of knowledge and inspire the next generation of research. Please join me in welcoming warmly Dr. Reena Gokani. Please.
Very good afternoon. I'm not hearing. Good afternoon. No, this is the energy, right? Now I would like to request one small request from all of you. I request you to stand up first, please. Now you have to clap for your mother, your sister, your friends, whatever the fourth individual. But when I say 1, 2, 3, at the 3, you have to make a big round of applause. Your hand should be red color. That much echoes, and that clap should be listened to your management or somewhere they are sitting outside this campus. Right? So ready? Yes. 1, 2, 3. This was somewhat energy boosting. I know that it's very difficult for you people in the Sunday afternoon, after lunch, after hearing so many things, and so that does make you up better, right? And again, that's applause that is for your mother, sister, friends, and the family members. Those who are the women's on the occasion of the Women's Day. So today's theme is the She Inspires Women's and the IT. Now many of the males are also sitting over here. So how it correlates to you also, that is also important. When, as madam has quoted, like 50% is the females are there. So when we do for the research, so in the research, sometimes it happens like a women's, your friend, your sister have one idea, and if you not motivate, if you not support that ideas, so then you are losing that revenue, because IP gives you the research to the revenue, so you will lose it. So that's why it is very important. Being a male also, you have to support that idea that is coming from the 50% of the population. So that's why again it is a very important sessions for the males and the females both. Next please. So this theme of this event is empowering the women in the innovation, science and the entrepreneurship. So women innovates the new ideas, and I will give you certain examples also. Madam has already given certain examples of the inspirationals. So how these intellectual properties that helps and protect and commercialize these ideas. Encouraging women in the patents, startups and the research that strengthen the innovations and its ecosystems. When women innovate, there is a transformation of the society. So there are different types of the intellectual properties. Already you are studied in your curriculums and that's, so I am not go in the depth. So the intellectual IPs are the innovative ideas, then your new processes, whatever you are researching in that, something you are getting a new process during your research, your experiments. So that also you can protect. New product design, as madam said, that if you have in mind, see when you are studying in pharmacy, it doesn't mean that you have to do only the related to your pharmacy only. You can have in your mind that there are different types of the ideas. Some designing work is also there.
is the you people are next Gen Z generations that are very powerful than us. So you will have many ideas. So that ideas you have to convert it into the IPs. Then literally artistic work, logo, brand name, symbols. There are amples of the opportunities in these different fields, and that you can grab it by protecting your IPs. Next. So which are the IP rights are there? Already you are knowing, but just I am briefing that. So one is the patents, new ideas. You have to convert it into the proof of concept, and you can develop a product, you can develop a process, and you can protect your, and you can file the patents, and you can take the patents. Then trademark. Then copyrights, as madam has written everything that is a copyrights, and this is not my words and that other stuff, because we cannot use that images and everything, that is because of copyrights. Designs and geographical indications, that is basmati rice, all of you know in the GI indications. Again, there is recently that Talala Gir mango, Kesar mango, that is also included in the GI indication. Then there is a semiconductor circuit, layout designs, plant varieties and breeders' right protections, trade secrets. Trade secrets still it's not in the IP, it's not regulated. But yeah, there are certain provisions are there to protect that trade secrets also. So there are different rules are there, regulations are there. That way you can protect your IP. So one is the Patent Act, that is amended, that is in 2005. Design Act, that is in 2000. Trademark in 1999. Copyright in 1957 and amended in 1999. Layout designs, that has been evaluated in 2000. GI indications in 1999, and protection of undisclosed information, that is the trade secrets, that is covered under the Contract Act 1872. So that way you can protect your IPs that are different, your patents, trademarks, logo, designing that we have seen. So where I would like to quote certain examples of the how these innovations happen and how this research generates a revenue. So let's say this is IP is not nothing but it is a research to revenue conversions. That is a research to the commercializations. You can make your product in the commercial use, and it can be useful for the people also. So it's a problem solving also. So there is one great examples of the Benz, Mercedes Benz. So Benz is the first innovator in the automobile. So that's a very inspiring story is there. From the childhood, she was born in a very wealthy family, and she did graduation and that was stuff. But from the childhood, she is very innovative and creative. Then she met to his husband, his friend, Carl, and with the Carl, he know that the Carl is very sparking. He was a mechanical engineer, so she used to touch with she used to in contact with the car, and then both have decided to put the money into the car's investment. In the company. Car has started its own company. So this Batra is also thinking that let's put the money, and he convinced this car that we can generate certain ideas, because from childhood this Batra was a creative. So they have generated one automobile, three-wheeler car, first car in the world. And then there are so many from the garage with his three-wheeler, but not ignited, that not run on the road. Then her husband get failure. He get demotivated. The people surrounding them, they are just stopping them. You cannot use. They will even call for the police also. They are not allowed to throw this car onto the road. Now in the one morning in the 1888, what happened? Started their चोरी छुपी से वो निकल गए। गैरेज में से उन्होंने वो ट्राइसिकल जो फर्स्ट मर्सिडीज बेंज थी वो निकाल चोरी छुपे से। उसका हस्बैंड सो रहा था, कार को स्लीपिंग, उसके टू सन को लेके she started a journey from his home to his mother, that is from the Menden to Posen in the Germany, and that kilometer was 106. So first time in the world, automobile three-wheeler drove on the road. It was amazing in the world first time. Till that there is a horse carriage were there, bullock cart were there in the different cities, different countries, but there was no automobiles was there. So this is a lady who have courage to take out and then he drove this car. Now I would like to show you that video and then we'll talk about that. So always the bee is the manifestation of this mode. Please. No, that way. Can you see? This is a bullock cart and that main carts and that way. Voice? 1 minute, we'll stop it. Everybody is smiling. Nobody was responding. She is asking for petroleum.
I'm looking for 10 liters Legroy.
Ligron.
Won't get those things out of dress.
He's asking that would you like to clean your dress?
Not my dress. It's for my pride.
Who is the host?
Do you have 10 liters?
See to that petroleum. See to play heavy. 2025. Active patents still, it is 12,745, and granted patents is 8,003. And key regions, that is Germany, US, and China. And still EV patents are also there. So its company's revenue is 132 billion. So that is what India's number one company, Reliance Group, has done turnover. That's 125.3 billion USD in 2025. So the big is the manifestation of this mode. So we make courage, we made the commitment. So that's the courage that get developed, and she overcome all the hurdles, and she believed that it can be run on the road. Her husband was demotivated. Then during this trip only, she found that was in the first car, there was a wooden blocks were there for breaking that car. So then she saw that these are so many building is there. So wedding is not allowed. So then she invented a leather belt. So that way is breaking. To use this to make a break, there are leather belts are invented. So that way there are innovations generated, and you can see that how much that research gets commercialized. If she would not have tried that day to try this alone, and it was seen recently in that video, the small girl was standing on which? It's really bad one. So this courage, she just cracked that ceiling and then spun out. Next. As madam has already taken this example, but I also quoted because it's related to our biopharmaceuticals and pharmaceuticals. So Kiran Majumdar, so she was born in the Gujarati family, and next, then she done his master in zoology and a master in the brewery, in the fermentation. In the brewery, when she came back, there were lots of rejections. Being a female, that's not allowed in the brewery industry. So that's why she started in the biochem, and that biochem initially has been started with the collaboration with the Iris firm. Then she made a very struggle to get the loan and funding, but nobody were interested. Being an entrepreneur, female, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to get the loans and this funding, and without funding, it's very difficult. So then she not gave up. She started his own firm in the garage. That is with the investment of the 10,000 rupees. So you just see that how much struggle she done. Next. Then first she started with the enzyme exportation. She prepared enzymes and she exported, started. Then slowly and slowly she came into the biopharmaceuticals. That is for the medicines for the cancers and the diabetes. And she became the richest woman in 2024 and awarded the World Entrepreneur of the Year in 2024. So this is her story. So over here, she converted the opportunities into the revenue. So then she got many rewards and the recognition. So Biocon is a global biotech giant with its presence in over 100 countries. So it's a very inspirational lady for us. Next. So these are their patent. Total patents is 1,721. Granted patents, that is 990. Again, active patents is also 38%. Main file in US, India, and Europe. She is working in that only. So the total revenue is 16,470 crore and 3125 is 15,797 crore. So you can see that starting from the small garage, there is much expansion. So she faced many challenges and she overcome that challenges. Next. Now I would like to quote myself also. researcher also. So I thought okay, let's take our example. So how this acuprate is provided a global healthcare needs. So next, so all of us know that healthy women, healthy India, and the healthy society. Next, most of our women are suffering from the anemia. So around 60% women are having that anemic conditions. Next, so this was the problem. So this problem that arises due to globalization and the competitions. Females are not taking care for herself. Sometimes that is because of the home. Sometimes like a phobia is there. Yeah, why should I take the medicines of the anemic like vitamin B12, folic acid, iron? Why not should take? That gives a psychological stress also. Next. So we come up with a solution to solve this problem. We know that okay, nowadays the females are working and they are not getting the time, and that's why we come up with the solution of the AccuList. AccuList, that is the lipstick that is with the nutraceuticals. That is the next. So let's say a combination of the iron liposomes, vitamin B12, folic acid, vitamin C, and vitamin E. So with this natural colors we have used it. We have prepared 12 sets of this, and we have studied this lipsticks in the different aspects clinically as well as the in vitro and stabilities and everything. And then we converted into the proof of concept. We have filed the patent for the same. Next. So how it helps? One thing, beauty with the health. Beautifying, that is, it's colored that beautifying, and every females are applying that lipstick. So that solves the one purpose of the beautification. On the other way, it again gives a nutritional requirement of the GIS Friendship Center Award by our Honorable Shri Vijay. Next. And two national awards from the CPHI India, that is for excellency in R&D and innovation in R&D in 2018. And we have filed the patents for the same. So this is the again the innovations. That innovations came from where? That's from the problem. Problem was what was the problem? I cannot hear. What was the problem? Anemic conditions were there in the female. So that problem we thought that how we have to overcome. So to get a solutions. Again medicine अगर मैंने बना ली होती तो medicine तो है ही मार्केट. हम लोगों ने कुछ और सोचा कि लेट्स हैव दिस आइडिया. तो वो तो फीमेल अप्लाई करेगी, उसको कुछ साइकोलॉजिकल ट्रॉमा नहीं रहेगा, वो तो लिपस्टिक लगाएगी तो शी इज फीलिंग गुड, मैंने लिपस्टिक लगाई है, मेरा मेकअप हो गया. So that way that research gets generated a revenue. Then we have many other nutraceuticals, herbal ingredients containing medicines are there. That is having the patents. Next. So always anybody's idea that gets generated from the problem solution approach. If you will not find the problems, you will not get a new idea. So find the problem first of all, then explore that information, how to create the ideas. There are examples of the ideas will be generated. But which idea is suitable for you, that you have to define. So select the best idea, then build that idea, test that idea. That is a generation of the proof of concept. Suppose you are generating any medicines that is not available still. Then you test it, you generate a proof of concept, get a IP. Next. So, but equivalence that support the Honorable Narendra Modi sir's programs, that is Anemia Mukt Bharat and UNICEF, Poshan Abhiyan, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, because it's again related to the anemic diseases. Next. So global problems that becomes a local, so it's Atmanirbhar. We have to be make in India. Next. Now I would like to give you success mantra. See, आज कोई घर पे खाली नहीं लाना चाहिए. आज का दिन हमारा है. आज तो सबको मिलना चाहिए. If you implement this success mantra, I guarantee you, after 4 years, 5 years, wherever you are there, my number is there everywhere in the websites and everything. Give me a message only, madam, I'm on this position, madam, I'm on these positions, I'm the entrepreneur. Give me that one message after 4, 5 years, whatever your completions of your studies and everything. But if you implement with the 100% guarantee, I'm guaranteeing you. Otherwise, I will feed you all the whole life. Next. It's a 4C mantra. Next. One is the commitment. What mean by commitment? Anybody? गुजराती में चलेगा, हिंदी में चलेगा, कुछ भी चलेगा. मलयालम, तमिल. Commitment. कोई नहीं कुछ. आप इंग्लिश मीडियम से होंगे काफी सारे लोग, क्योंकि हमारे जमाने में हम लोग गुजराती मीडियम में पढ़ते थे, पर आप में तो काफी सारे इंग्लिश मीडियम होंगे, नहीं सर? कमिटमेंट तो पता होगा. कोई नहीं कुछ भी चलेगा, ऐसा मत सोचो ठीक है, सही है गलत है. ठीक है, चलो मैं बता देती हूँ. कमिटमेंट दैट इज द promise to yourself today for which you do not have capacity today to do that. You do not have that capacity to do that. Suppose आप बोलो कि मुझे किरण मजूमदार जितने पैसे कमाने हैं, इतनी बड़ी इंडस्ट्री लगानी है, आज आपकी कैपेसिटी नहीं है, कैपेबिलिटीज नहीं है, पर आप कमिटमेंट करो कि आज से मैं 10 साल बाद, 12 साल बाद, 15 साल के बाद मेरी भी ऐसी कंपनी होगी. I would like to become an IPS. I would like to become a best in that pharmaceutical field. कुछ कमिटमेंट करो जिसकी आज आपको कैपेसिटी नहीं है, कैपेबिलिटीज नहीं है. वो कमिटमेंट उसके पीछे लग जाओ, उसको डेवलप करो, उसके लिए एक्शंस डेवलप करो. That is generate your courage. हिम्मत दिखाओ उसके लिए. ये तो मैं कर ही सकूंगी. अगर वो बट्टा बेचने वहां पे रुक गई होती, उन्होंने कमिटमेंट कर लिया कि मुझे ये ऑटोमोबाइल निकालना ही है, उसका हस्बैंड उसको मना कर रहा था, इसलिए वो छोटी छुपी से निकली. But she did a commitment, I should have this. So that courage get developed. उन्होंने वो और रास्ते में से चली, उसका बंद हो गया, vehicles, everything happens. तो courage develop होता है. courage के साथ क्या होता है? कैपेबिलिटीज जनरेट होती है. आप आज ऐसा सोच रहे हो कि मुझे इतनी बड़ी कंपनी बनानी है, आप उसके लिए courage की हिम्मत है, आप क्या करोगे? मेहनत करोगे, काफी सारी मेहनत करके फिर उनका इवैल्यूएशंस करोगे, then you will come up with that. So once these capabilities get generated, you will have a confidence. आप में confidence आएगा. I started my organization with the 2 students. having the 260 plus scientists are working with us. That confidence comes. Now अगर काफी डेवलप हो गया, चलो आप किरण मजूमदार सर इतने मैडम जी ने कंपनी भी बना ली, रुकना नहीं है। फिर दूसरा कमिटमेंट करो कि मैं बेंच जितना मेरी कंपनी बड़ी हो जाए। Again you will develop courage, again you will develop capabilities, and again you will get the confidence. Then again do the third commitment. These are the main commitments. You can start with slow commitment, low commitment. Suppose you start with your examinations that this year I want to crack this exam. Get the courage, capabilities and confidence. अभी वो खत्म हो गया, अभी दूसरा कमिटमेंट करो कि after getting this graduation I will do this. I will file 5 patents. I will file 1 patent. एक पेटेंट हो गई, अभी मैं नेक्स्ट ईयर तो 5 करूंगा ही या करूंगी, वो श्योर है। फिर उसके बाद लग जाओ। So that will give you multiplications. It is called a multiplication. So it's a round process. Continuous process. Next. अभी play मत कीजिएगा। This was the success mantra. I'm quoting you for the males also. That females examples we have seen many. I didn't take that example in the presentation. Sorry for that. But there was one movie. Very dynamic director, and as you know that Mughal Azam is the blockbuster film in the world, sorry, in the film industry. आज दिन तक ऐसी फिल्म नहीं बनी है। तो वो आशिफ जी को उसने मुगल आजम ने ओरिजिनली जो ये अनारकली और सलीम का कुछ सीन था, उसके पीछे तानसेन थे जो ओरिजिनली थे। ये तो फिल्म है, तानसेन तो अभी है नहीं गाने वाला। उसका म्यूजिक डायरेक्टर था नौशाद अली। तो आसिफ सर ने बोला, नौशाद मुझे ये तानसेन की आवाज वाला गायक चाहिए। नौशाद अली सोच रहे थे किसको करें, उन्होंने थोड़ा देखा सोचा, फिर उन्होंने आसिफ जी को बोला कि ये तो सही उस्ताद, पर वो गाना नहीं गाता है, फिल्मों में गाना नहीं गाता है। वो महफिल आप लोगों को गाएगा, फिल्मों में नहीं गाएगा। आसिफ जी ने क्या बोला, तो गाएगा। This is called the commitment, because at that time Ustad Ghulam Ali, that was the person, that is Ustad Ali, Ustad बड़े गुलाम अली, that was the फनकार were there, बहुत बड़े फनकार थे और उसका आवाज भी बहुत अच्छा था। तो आशिफ जी ने वो कमिटमेंट कर लिया कि मैं गवाऊंगा वो बड़े उस्ताद से, क्यों नहीं गाएंगे? This is my commitment, this is my bond. Then what he did, he told to Ustad, that Nौशाद, his music director, कि आप मेरा मीटिंग फिक्स करो गुलाम अली साहब के साथ। तो फिर नौशाद जी ने गुलाम अली को रिक्वेस्ट किया। काफी पहले के जमाने में तो ऐसा होता था, जब इतना अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं मिलता था, बट फिर मिल गया बिकॉज ऑफ द रिलेशन ऑफ द नौशाद जी। गए वहां पे, मीटिंग फिक्स हुआ, बैठे थे तीनों लोग। नौशाद जी ने बोला कि ये हमारे डायरेक्टर है, मूवी बना रहे हैं, उसमें पीछे तानसेन का आवाज है और तानसेन जैसा गा सकते हैं वो ओनली आप ही फनकार है अली साहब। तो आपको ये गाना हम लोग रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं कि आप गाइए हमारे मूवी। उस्ताद जी ने बड़े शांत स्वभाव से बोला कि मैं तो फिल्मों में नहीं गाता हूँ, सच है, सॉरी, मुझे माफ कर दीजिए, मैं फिल्मों में नहीं गाता हूँ, क्योंकि मैंने ट्रेंड सेट किया है कि मैं महफिल में ही गाऊंगा, मैं फिल्मों में गाऊंगा ही। तभी आसिफ जी गाएगा तो तू ही, आप ही गाओगे हमारे फिल्म में, क्योंकि बॉन्ड मिस वन कमिटमेंट कर लिया था उन्होंने, इतना करेज था उसमें, गाएंगे तो आप ही। अब वो अली साहब, बड़े उस्ताद थे गुलाम अली साहब, वो नौशाद जी को ले गए पीछे बालकनी में, अरे नौशाद तुम ये किसको लेके आओ, मैं नहीं गाऊंगा, मैं गाना चाहता ही नहीं हूँ फिल्म में, मेरा तो पहले से वैल्यू ही ऐसा है कि मैं नहीं गाता हूँ, मैं जो भी आप करो मैं नहीं गाऊंगा। तो नौशाद जी बोले सर आप नहीं गाना है तो ठीक है नहीं गाइए, बट ऐसे सीधा ना मत बोलिए। तो फिर गुलाम अली साहब ने सोचा हाँ बराबर है, चलो मैं ना उसको कमर्शियल ऑफर ही ऐसा दूंगा कि वो भाग जाएगा, यू वोंट बिलीव। फिर वो दोनों आए और गुलाम अली साहब ने आसिफ जी को बोला कि मैं गाऊंगा बट एक गाने का 25,000 रुपीस दूंगा। उस जमाने में बड़े से बड़ा फनकार मोहम्मद रफी भी देख लो, मैक्सिमम 300 to 500 they are earning for one song, 300 to 500, and this fellow is asking for 25,000। ये आसिफ जी को ये मुगले आजम बनाने के टाइम पैसा फंडिंग नहीं था उनके पास, बिकॉज दिस वाज अ वेरी कॉस्टली फिल्म, उस जमाने की बहुत कॉस्टली फिल्म थी, वो भी ड्रॉरी करके बोरो करके सब कर रहे थे, एक ही आवाज में डन। उन्होंने 25,000 बोला, डन, टेक योर एडवांस। उसी टाइम पे वो नौशाद जी को बोले दे दो इसको ये 10,000 एडवांस, बाकी के हम लोग गाना गाने के बाद। So this is called the courage, and as you know that Mughal Azam has done too much revenue from this film, and still today it is considered as a historical film. So then this revenue we get that confidence. So commitment, courage, उसको courage था कि मैं आज 25,000 डालूंगा, मुझे मिलेगा बाद में, मैं बढ़िया फिल्म दूंगा सोसाइटी। Then he developed capability and then he developed a confidence. So this is the cycle of this 4C mantra. So always apply this 4C, so you will get success in your life. That is my guarantee. I would like to show you one small video of the 40 people in this 40 female, and that is very inspiring, that's very touchy, and I would like to request for the females also, please break your glass ceiling. Glass ceiling means what? जो आप नहीं कर सकते, मैं रात को नहीं जा सकती, मैं ये उठा नहीं सकती, मैं ये काम नहीं कर सकती, just break that. Make a gender equality. आजकल के बच्चियां में जैसे होते हैं कि भाई थोड़ा सा हुआ और पैम्परिंग मिल जाता है, don't go in that pattern, because you are the youth, you will get it whatever you want, otherwise you have to wait. So this is my recommendation. So we will see one video and then we will complete that, please.
छुट्टी जल्दी आ निकलिए आ जा। अरे गोविंद, अरे भैया नमस्ते 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 नमस्ते। अरे ये क्या बिटिया स्कूल जा रही है, चलो अच्छा है अच्छा है। वैसे जरा समझो, ज्यादा पढ़ लिख करके कहीं लड़के हाथ से लग जाए। चले बेटे।
शहर में जाके इंजीनियर बनाई।
इंजीनियर में पायलट।
अच्छा, पायलट। फिर तो तुम मुझे प्रीमियम रूम पर घुमाएगी।
घुमाऊंगी ना।
पक्का?
पक्का।
हाँ तब ना। चल बेटा, शाबाश।
क्या होगा?
फिर तू पायलट बन के बहुत सारे पैसे कमाएगी। फिर फैसले खुद करेगी। बड़ी बड़ी हीरोइनों की तरह जीन्स पैंट पहनेगी।
जींस पैंट।
हाँ, जीन्स पैंट। जहाँ मन करेगा वहाँ जाएगी। जब मन करेगा तब जाएगी। तू अपनी जिंदगी अपने तरीके से जी, है ना?
हाँ।
बहुत अच्छा है।
सी।
लड़की के हाथ कामयाबी तब आएगी जब लड़की हाथ से निकल जाएगी।
So every female has to answer the German. That's my views. And thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your inspiring experiences with us. That was indeed enlightening, not only enlightening, but inspirational as well. We would now like to invite Dr. Narottam Sahu, sir, to felicitate ma'am with a memento in order to show our appreciation and respect. So, as we come to the conclusion of this enriching and inspiring program, it is time to express a sincere gratitude. I would like to invite Ms. Jeel Patel to deliver the vote of thanks.
So this year, GUJCOST was Poonam Madam's idea. She's our principal scientific officer at GUJCOST, and जो भी सर का vision है GUJCOST के लिए, right? The foundation of that vision is being completed by Poonam Madam. Please give a round of applause for Poonam Madam. सर GUJCOST के जो भी बड़े-बड़े सपने देखते हैं वो साकार भी होते हैं, तो हमारी जो टीम है उनको गाइड करने के लिए मैडम इज ऑलवेज देयर फॉर अस. सो इट वाज आवर आइडिया दैट इस बार वुमेन्स डे पे हम कुछ रीडिंग करते हैं. सो वी डिसाइडेड दैट लेट अस कम अप विद शी इंस्पायर्स वुमेन इन आईटी, सो दैट अगर आईटी है तो आगे एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप रहेगी, राइट? सो बेस्ड ऑन दैट द स्पीकर्स वर आल्सो इनवाइटेड. वी हैड टॉक विद सत्या मैडम. थैंक यू मैम फॉर बीइंग coming over here for your expertise. And then we also invited Gokani Madam as an entrepreneur. She having a pharmacy background and coming up from research to scientist to an entrepreneur, her journey itself is very inspiring for all of us over here. So being students, you can just look to her for a role model if you want to come up with your own enterprise. Thank you ma'am for joining us. And now I'm very, very thankful to our IP cell coordinator, Khushbu Madam, for arranging all these arrangements for us, for hosting this particular event. Dr. Dilshad sir, Principal, Sharda School of Pharmacy, thank you sir for promptly accepting, for promptly sharing your interest for this particular event. And Dr. Yogesh Patel sir, he is the campus director. He is not available current due to some family issues. I am very thankful to him also for providing the support for this particular event. And now all the students who are there over here, all female students particularly, just have a round of applause for all of you, for yourself. The entire team of GUJCOST which is present over here, the Intellectual Property Facilitation Center members from the IPFC Center, right? We have Mr. Mohin, Mr. Dipen, then we have Maitri, Mehak. All of us are there over here to support you. All your IP queries, all the support you need for your IP facilitation, right? We are there for you. So please you can contact us directly through emails, or you can meet us directly at the office also, right? And you can always be a part of the next IP talk. It will be in hybrid mode at one of the IP cells, just like this one. So I think will you eagerly wait for the next session now? Okay, fine. So thank you all students, the other staff members, the student volunteers. Thank you all of you. I think now IT is there, so we can see towards. Thank you so much.
Okay, so once again, thank you to all the esteemed speakers and participants for making today's session truly meaningful. With this, we conclude today's Let's Talk IP, She Inspired Women and IP session. We now invite all the dignitaries to kindly join us for the high tea. For participants also, we have arranged high tea. So your high tea is there in the basement near the canteen. So all the participants are also requested to join us for the high tea. Thank you once again and have a wonderful day.